Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing Dr. Finklestein from Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas crochet kit. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So today, you guys, we're going to continue making the characters for this crochet kit. I am leading by requests, but I'm gonna do as many characters that I can till the end of January. I am gifting these to my sister. I already gave her Jack Skellington, Sally, and Oogie Boogie for Christmas, and then she's gonna get, I guess, what I have planned. Dr. Finklestein. I have Zero. Yikes. I have Zero, and then I'm going to do the Spiral Hill, and then whatever remaining characters I have time left to do, I will do. So if you have a request that I can tag on to after these three, please leave a comment below. But I'm going to try doing it. I know Christmas got a little out of hand, so I didn't get to do as many as I thought I would. But we'll see how this month goes. Okay, so I am doing this for righties. If you need a lefty, comment below. I am going to be doing a lefty Sally after January. At least that's as far as I've been requested to do. So like I said, if you're a lefty and you need lefty, for whichever character, comment below, and then I'll tack that onto my list. Okay, so let's get this done with. There's a gear at the corner of the screen. If you need to speed up or slow down the video, click on that. There's playback speed options. If you don't need to hear me talking, you can lower the volume on your phone and then click on the CC closed caption button. I am going to repeat new stitches and instructions at least 3 times, and then after that I'm just gonna go my pace. So if you come in a weird part of the video and wonder why I'm going a little too fast, you might need to rewind and go back to where I started showing the stitch or instruction. Okay, so let's do head and body. I am using my own yarn. They only give you enough yarn and material to make Sally and Jack. So if you need wire, I don't know if we need wire in this. I mean, I guess I can read it. I hope not. I mean, I have wire, but I really don't like the wire. What I've been asked is, do you need the wire? I mean, yes and no. I don't like to have anything that can be harmful, choking wise or poking wise. I already gave the other characters with my sister, who is an adult, but the wire was sticking out every now and then, so I had to tell her repeatedly just to be careful. So if you don't want the wire, you don't necessarily need to use it, but your character, especially Jack Skellington, is going to be floppy. So I think that there was another question, but I can't remember. Anyway, let's get into this. So with white, make a 6 single crochet stitch in an adjusted ring. And so yeah, I'm using my own yarn. I'm using what I have. So I have this in white, and it's a little skinny. I have this in black, which is thicker. And then I have this in gray, which is thick like the black one. So I might have, it's going to look different from whatever it is you're using. Also, I noticed that they give you a 3.75, I think, 3.25 millimeter hook for Jack and Sally. It's the only hook they provide. This one is a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. So I have a size C 2 to 275 millimeter gauged hook, and this is really skinny compared to the yarn that I'm going to be using. It does tell you which yarn you should use. DK cotton yarn in white. I mean, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. So we'll try to work with what we have. Okay, so to do the adjusted ring, we are going to wrap this around your finger 2 times. 1, 2, and you're going to leave just a little bit over your index so that you can take your middle finger and pin it down like that. Then we're going to palm up. You're going to stick your hook underneath the 3 strands here. Then I'm going to pull the hook out. I'm going to drag this strand under these 2. Okay, then we have to close the adjustable ring. So we're going to yarn over. You want to put your yarn over your hook. And then we're going to pull this strand through this loop. Now you can let go of your middle finger. And then you can slide off the adjustable ring off your index finger. And then we can do our 6 single crochet stitches. If you check the instructions in the beginning of the book, we have to chain 1 before we do the 6 single crochet stitches. So to chain 1, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull this strand through this loop, and that's chain 1. So now let me show you how to do a single crochet. We have to do 6 of these. So stick your hook into the adjustable ring. We're going to yarn over. We're going to pull this through the adjustable ring. Then we're going to yarn over and pull this strand through these 2 loops. So now we have our single crochet stitch and our chain stitch. Let's do this again. Into the magic ring or adjustable ring, yarn over, pull this strand through the ring, okay, yarn over, and pull this strand through 2 loops. So now we have 2 stitches and a chain stitch. So let's do this one more time with you guys. Into the adjustable ring, yarn over, pull this strand through the adjustable ring, yarn over, pull this strand through these 2 loops, and now we have 3 single crochet stitches and a chain stitch. I'm going to do this 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we have 6 single crochet stitches and a chain stitch. What you want to do is, you can release the yarn. We're gonna close this adjustable ring. By doing that, you have to pull this excess string, but you want to be able to hide both loops nice and cleanly. And how you do that is we're going to pull this just slightly, and we're going to watch to see which loop goes in first. So hold the stitches down here very lightly, and then pull this strand out and look for which loop goes in first. Okay, so in my case the back loop is going in. It may be different for you, but what you want to do is my back loop that went in first, or whichever loop it is for you, you want to pull it out from this bottom end, not this top end, this bottom end. So grab that loop and pull it out through that bottom end. You're going to watch this other loop disappear. You want to pull it until it's entirely gone. You might still have a hole, and then you can take your excess piece here, and now you can pull that and watch this back loop. In my case, maybe yours is the front loop. Pull that until that disappears. So what I'm going to do also, just to give it a little tight snug, just pull it up a little bit, just to make sure you got it all pulled. You're going to see the hole is completely gone. Pardon the focus. Okay, so now we can continue with this. Now, I have to remind myself that for these instructions, you don't have to do a slip stitch and a chain one for every round. Okay. In the kit, you get, I think, 4 or 5 of these markers. These are all my collected markers from all the kits that I've done in the past. It's good to save these and collect these as well, because the more you have, the better, the easier time you're going to have doing some of these instructions. So we're going to take the marker and we're going to slip this through the last single crochet stitch we made, and we're going to close it, and then we're going to start on the next round. This is going to mark where your last stitch you made in case you get lost or anything. Okay. And my desktop is sliding. Okay. Now for round 2, we have to do an increasing stitch in all 6 stitches and end up with 12 stitches. So I'll show you what an increasing stitch is. Stick your hook into the 6th chain from 6th stitch from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so all it is going to be 2 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now stick your hook into that same stitch we just used. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So we have 2 single crochet stitches. Then to the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, into that same stitch you just used, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time with you guys. Into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, into the same stitch you just used, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now I just have to complete this 3 more times. 3 more increasing stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So now we can remove this marker, and we're going to replace it at the top of the last stitch that you made, and then we're going to move on to round 3. So for round 3, we have an increasing stitch, a single crochet stitch 6 times, and end up with 18 stitches. Okay. So we're going to do an increasing stitch. Count back 12 stitches from your hook This is just to make sure that you have 12 stitches. 3, 6, 9, 12. Stick your hook into the 12th stitch, and we're going to do an increasing stitch. Then we're going to do a single crochet stitch. Now we just have to repeat this 5 more times, increasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. Repeat this 4 more times, increasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. And then we just have to repeat this 3 more times. Replace your marker with the last stitch you made, and then we're going to go to round 4. Okay, so for round 4 we have an increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches, 6 times, and end up with 24 stitches. So we're going to count back 18 stitches from the hook. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Stick your hook into the 18th stitch. We're going to do an increasing stitch. Then we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. 1, 2. Then we just have to repeat this 5 more times, increasing stitch. Then 2 single crochet stitches. Then we just have to repeat this 4 more times, increasing stitch. 2 single crochet stitches, and then we just have to repeat this 3 more times. Remove the marker, place it at the top of the last stitch you made. Then we can move on to round 5. We have an increasing stitch, 3 single crochet stitches, 6 times, and end up with 30 stitches. So let's count back 24 stitches from the hook. 3, 9, 12, 18, 21, 24. Stick your hook into the 24th stitch. We're going to do an increasing stitch. Then we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. 2 2, 3. Then we just have to repeat this 5 more times, increasing stitch. Three single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. So I don't know what that was. Let's see. 3. All right, you have to repeat this 4 more times, increasing stitch. 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then we just have to repeat this 3 more times. Remove the marker. Place it at the top of the last stitch you made. So now we're going to be doing rounds 6 through 10, and it's just a single crochet stitch in all 30 stitches. So let me get some yarn here. And like I said, with the markers, you can use them to keep track of your rounds. So this would be 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to be doing this in silence. I think you should have enough. I don't know if they give you 5 or 4. But I'm going to be doing 6 through 10 in silence, single crochet stitches all the way around. Okay, so I completed round 6 through 10. This is what we have here. It curved into itself, so you can see this beginning strand we have is sticking out here. We just have to invert this because this is the wrong side. So you just got to flip this inside out like that, and then we're going to tuck in that extra piece right in there, and then we're going to move on to round 11. So for round 11 we have to do an invisible decreasing stitch, a single crochet stitch 6 times, and then 12 single crochet stitches to end up with 24. Right, so this is a little different from what I'm used to seeing in this book, so we're gonna have to really pay attention. So let me just grab this. Okay, so let me show you what an invisible decreasing stitch is. So basically we're going to use 2 single crochet stitches and turn it into 1. And an invisible decreasing stitch is using the front loops. So let's just close this close up quick. So you see how we have this braiding per stitch? We have the front loop and the back loop. So to do an invisible decreasing stitch, you just have to use the front loops only. So we will put the hook from underside up through the front loop, and then we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull up a loop. Then we're going to go into the next stitch, front loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now we have 3 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through all loops. So we just took 2 stitches and turned it into 1. So we have an invisible decreasing stitch, and then we have a single crochet stitch. So into the next stitch we'll do a single crochet stitch, front and back loops, and then we just have to repeat this 5 more times. So invisible decreasing stitch, underside up through the front loop, oops, front loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, then into the next stitch, front loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Then we have a single crochet stitch. Then we just have to repeat this 4 more times. So again, from under through the front loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, front loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, and then we have a single crochet stitch, and then we just have to repeat this three more times. So we have to pay attention to the 3 more times because we have 12 stitches, 12 single crochet stitches left to do after. So invisible decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch 2 more times, invisible decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch, one more time, invisible decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch, okay, and then we have to do this single crochet stitch 12 more times. Remove the marker, put at the top of the last stitch you've made. Okay, so now we're going to do round 12, like moving my, okay, so for round 12 we're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch 6 times, 12 single crochet stitches, and end up with 18 stitches. Okay, so we'll keep track of our 6 invisible decreasing stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now we have to do 12 single crochet stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Remove the marker. Place it at the top of the last stitch you made. Now it says that we have to stuff firmly. I mean, I could probably push stuffing at 12, but I want to stuff here, so let me just grab my stuffing. Okay, so I have my, what is this, like 32 ounces of stuffing here. Now I'm going to grab, I don't need all this, but you want to stuff it firmly, so I guess you have to put as much as you need to. And I personally like sewing faces before stuffing, that way I can get in there and hide my thread. But I don't know, if this was like basic amigurumi, I would sew the face on first, but since I'm not sure how they're gonna have you do it here, we're just gonna wait till they tell you to do the face. So stuff it firmly, I'm guessing till like it's pretty compact in there. and I got my stuffing at on Amazon. I know some dollar stores sell little packets if you don't want 32 ounces. I really wasn't gauging 32 ounces at the time. I just thought, oh, that looks small enough. It's not. It's like the size of a pillow. Okay. So now we're on to round 13. We have an invisible decreasing stitch, a single crochet stitch, and 6 times to end up with 12 stitches. So let's do it. Try not to crochet your stuffing in with your project. So invisible decreasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. Then we just have to repeat this 5 more times. Invisible decreasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. Repeat this 4 more times. Invisible decreasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. Repeat this 3 more times. Invisible decreasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. Repeat this 2 more times. Invisible decreasing stitch. Single crochet stitch. Oh, I must have done something wrong here. Let me see. Invisible decreasing single crochet stitch. Invisible decreasing single crochet stitch. Maybe not. I'm going out of my mind. Okay, invisible decreasing stitch. And single crochet stitch. Remove the marker. So now we have round 14. We're going to do an invisible decreasing stitch 6 times and end up with 6 stitches. So now we're getting a little tiny. Okay. So invisible decreasing stitches all the way around. on a second, I think I messed up. Why do I feel like I messed up? No, I didn't mess up. I'm going nuts again. Okay, remove the marker, place it on top of the last one you made. Okay, so now we have to do rounds 15 through 17, so 15, 16, 17, and it's just single crochet stitches all around. Okay, so 6 single crochet stitches. One, two, three, 4, 6, mark the last stitch, 6 single crochet stitches, mark the last stitch, last round, the last stitch, remove these other markers. I think you're gonna have to put a wire. So let's see if it says it. Oh, I can see it at the end here. All right, so increasing stitch for round 18, we're going to do an increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches 2 times, and end up with 8 stitches. So increasing stitch, two single crochet stitches, increasing stitch, two single crochet stitches, remove the marker, so now for round 19 we're going to do an increasing stitch 2 times, 2 single crochet stitches, repeat this whole thing 2 times and get 12 stitches. So increasing stitch, another increasing stitch, two single crochet stitches, 1, 2, then we just have to repeat this one more time, an increasing stitch, another increasing stitch, and then 2 single crochet stitches. Remove the marker, put it at the top of the last stitch you made. Okay. So now for round 20, we're going to do an increasing stitch, a single crochet stitch 6 times, and end up with 18. Let me get some yarn here. An increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, repeat this 5 times, increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, repeat this 4 times, increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, repeat this 3 more times, remove the marker, So for round 21, we're going to do an increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches 6 times, and end up with 24 stitches. An increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches. Repeat this 5 more times, an increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches. Repeat this 4 more times, an increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches, two more times, increasing stitch, two single crochet stitches, oh, I guess 2 more times. I must have missed times there. Apologies if you can hear like music. I hope you can't, because then I'll probably get a copyright, but sounds like my neighbors are blasting music. Remove the marker. Okay. Trim a 3-inch piece of craft wire and insert it in the neck until it reaches the center of the head. Then we're going to do rounds 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Wow. Let's just double check. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, so let me go grab some wire. Okay, so I have my tape measure here, and then I have my own craft wire. I happen to have this one. I would suggest getting a sturdier one, and this one's a 12 gauge. It's larger than what they provide you in the kit. So if you could find something just stronger, and I would suggest skinnier so that you can cut it with regular scissors maybe. Otherwise, I actually would just suggest wire cutters, because you'll dull out the blade if you use your own scissor. This is on its last leg anyway, so I'm going to measure 3 inches. With my measuring tape. And again, I don't like using wire. Someone had commented putting tape on each end so it blunts out the edges. That would be a good idea. Another good idea, because I would just try the stuffing and it didn't really work because I gave it to my sister and it was still poking out. But what you can try doing is hot glue the ends, doing a little small ball to coat the edges. So you can try that. Alright, so we gotta stick this into the neck until it reaches the center of the head. So that's a hard thing to gauge too. I guess just try your best. Okay. So now we have that. And then what we have to do next is do these rounds of single crochet stitches. We're doing 24 stitches in each round. It's a lot. Let me just separate this. It's a lot, so we're gonna do this in silence. And I think the head and body is gonna be the end of the video because I don't want this to be too long, as you know. We still have a long way to go. This is not my... you know, I wasn't really looking forward to making this one, but we're doing it. All right, in silence. Okay, so we completed rounds 22 through 42. We're going to do 5 more rounds and then we're done with the head and body. So for round 43, we have to do a single crochet stitch in back loop only in all 24 stitches. Stuff lightly up to this round. Okay. So back loop only, let me show you what that is. So here's the braiding again. We're going to be sticking our hook into the back loop. So this is the front loop, this is the back loop. Let's do 3 for you guys. So into the back loop only, we're going to do a single crochet stitch into the back loop, single crochet stitch into the back loop, single crochet stitch, and you're going to see there's like the front loops making a clear line. So I'm just going to continue all the way around using the back loop stitch only, doing single crochet stitches. Remove the marker, put the top of the last stitch you've made. Then we're going to do stuffing up to this round lately. So I have my fluff. And remember you have that metal piece, so maybe if we can scrunch this down. I'm going to try to place the stuffing around the wire. The hook came out, so what you can do is make sure you don't lose that stitch. I just pulled it out so I can focus on filling this. And it said fill it lightly, so you can kind of gauge it by feeling the head. You wanted to make it less firm than the head. Just put a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to put this hook back, and then we're going to move on to the next round. So for round 44, we have to do a single crochet stitch in all stitches. Okay. and I'm going to do this in silence. Okay, so now we are into round 45. We have to do invisible decreasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches 6 times and end up with 18 stitches. So an invisible decreasing stitch, two single crochet stitches, repeat this 5 more times, invisible decreasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches, repeat this 4 more times, invisible decreasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches, and then we have to repeat this 3 more times. Two more times. And one more time. Remove the marker. And then we're on to round 46. We have an invisible decreasing stitch, 1 single crochet stitch 6 times and end up with 12 stitches. So invisible decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch, repeat this 5 more times, invisible decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch, repeat this 4 more times, invisible decreasing stitch, single crochet stitch. We're going to repeat this 3 more times. Two more times. And 1 more time. Remove the marker. Okay, and last round we have invisible, round 47, we have invisible decreasing stitch 6 times and end up with 6 stitches. So let's do invisible decreasing stitch all the way around. Okay, so now it says to fasten off and weave the end. So we're going to remove the marker. I'm going to, I don't know, just give myself some slack here. And to fasten off, what you do is we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull this through the loop all the way out, and then we're going to tighten this up. That's how you fasten off, and then we have to weave in the end. So I'm just going to go in and out of here of each stitch, and then I'm going to pull it closed. Okay. Now, I'm going to make myself a little knot here. And to do that, I'm just going to fasten off again and cut it off. And then I'm just going to hide this inside the body. So just under the surface, avoiding the stuffing, come up where the excess piece comes out. We're going to drag this inside the body. Then it says to fold rounds 44 through 47 inside the body to create the bottom of the white coat. 44 through 47 is pretty much everything beyond this point, so we're just going to fold this up to make the coat. And here we have the beginnings of Dr. Finklestein. So far, not bad. The wire's in there. See, it's still wobbly regardless of what you put in there, so I need to figure out a better way to construct this. Alright, so in our next video, we're going to come back. We're going to do the duckbill, mouth, eyeglass, lenses, face, head embroidery, and arm. Maybe I'll be able to make this into a two-parter, but I believe constructing this chair, it might be a three-part video. So stay tuned, click on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. We're gonna get through these. I have till the end of the month, so hopefully I can complete as much as I can. So thank you guys for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.